So first of all, we are going to start the server. So okay, this presentation assumes that you have the LWK CLI already installed. You can install with cargo install LWK CLI. That this will install the last release that has been done. You might want to add the -- features serial if you want to have Jade support, because it needs to right now it only communicates with serial. Bluetooth communication is on the go, is on our roadmap. And oops. Apologies. Let me check. Otherwise, you can install from source using this command. Everything is documented in the repo, and I have it already installed. This is the help command, and now I will start the server. Let me see if it's already running. I don't think it is. It is not. I will start it. I will start it and put the server in the background with the last character. So now, if I ask the LWK CLI, how many signers did you have? It will tell me 0. So in LWK, we have these two concepts. We have signers and we have wallets. So the signers are the things that are capable to sign, and the wallet is the thing that is capable to generate address and fetch the transaction for a certain wallet. A wallet is defined by a descriptor, by a confidential transaction descriptor or liquid descriptor. And a signer is basically defined by its secret. In the case of a software signer, which is the first one that we are going to generate, so we can generate a secret. In this way, it will return a BIP39 mnemonic, 12-word BIP39 mnemonic, and then we can load it. So I will not use that. I will use another, so that I will have my wallet already signed, already funded. So we want to load a software signer. First, we need to provide the name of the software signer. We will call it SW for brevity, and then we will specify the mnemonic. I will have it. I have it here. Of course, we are in tested right now, so these funds and secrets are worthless. If you apologies. I need to also specify whether I want to persist or not the wallet. In this case, I want to persist it. It's not ideal. Persisting it's not ideal. So it will persist the mnemonic at the moment in an unencrypted fashion. If I wanted to do things in a more serious way, I could generate the mnemonic, then encrypt it, for instance, with GPG and store it locally or with my password manager, and then just say persist false here. And across the start, the signer will not be remembered, and I have to load it each time. But that's might be acceptable in certain sense. In these settings, I will just allow it to be persisted. So it returns me some information about the signer. Let's gather a bit more. So I want to get the details of the signer. The signer is called SW, so software, and yeah, we'll get more information. So for instance, the fingerprint, the ID, which is like the long format of the fingerprint, the mnemonic since it's stored in memory, and the name, the type, and the master extended public. So now we have the software signer loaded and ready to perform some actions, and we want to create the Jade signer. So you don't see it, but I have my Jade plugged in. The Jade, now I'm in testnet, in a liquid testnet, and my Jade is configured to be in testnet. And now to load the Jade, things are slightly more complicated, and we need 2 steps. The first step is to get the Jade ID out of the Jade. So now you don't see it, but I'm inserting the pin on my testnet Jade. It will take a bit, but I'm almost done. Okay, so I inserted the pin correctly, and the Jade ID returned the identifier for the Jade. Now I'm going to load the Jade, and it's a signer command. I want to load the Jade, and I will name the signer Jade, and I will provide the ID. Et voila. Now we want to get the details of the Jade just to see the things that are different. So we see that the name is Jade, we have the fingerprint, and of course we don't have the mnemonic. The fact that we don't have the mnemonic is due to the fact that the Jade itself has the mnemonic, so you can't get it. Even if you have physical access to the machine, you can't get the mnemonic out of the Jade, and so we don't display it. And we can see both signers here. And we see that we have both signers loaded in the LWK CLI. Now we want to create a multisig. So to create a multisig, we have a facility function, which is under the wallet subcommand. So we'll just show the help. So we need to provide basically the descriptor binding key, which basically makes a confidential transaction descriptor different from Bitcoin descriptor, from regular descriptor. And we can choose between different values. And then we need to specify the kind of the wrapper. For instance, right now you only have the option to choose with within a script hash, and then we can set the threshold, and then we can specify multiple times the XPub from each signer. So first, let's get the XPub from the signers. So let's get the XPub from the software wallet. We had to specify a kind. We will choose BIP87 since it's the one supposed to be used in multisig setups. And here we have it. And then we do the same for the Jade. It will take a bit longer since it's actually asking the Jade for that extended public key. So we have them both. And now we are going to write the command. So let's specify key origin, and here is one, and here is the second one. If I haven't mistyped anything, it will return a descriptor. Now we have the descriptor and we want to load it. This function just generates the descriptor string. We need to actually load it. Of course, this function has some kind of limitation because it's not super general. If you want to create a very specific descriptor, maybe you will not be able to do that with that function specifically. So we can load a wallet. We will name this wallet multi, since it's multisig, and we'll specify the string of which defines the wallet, the descriptor, basically. So now we have it. Let's get the details of the wallet. wallet details, and let's specify its name. So, okay, we have the descriptor string, which is the one that we set before. Then we have the type, it's a witness script hash, multisig 2 of 2. And then we have the name of the signers involved. The signers are loaded, and thus we have the names in here. Of course, if one of these two signers was not loaded, we wouldn't know the name. We would just know the fingerprint. The fingerprint basically was get from the key origin part, which is basically here and here. So we need to do another action right now because we want the Jade to be aware that it is part of multisig. Otherwise, when it will be asked to sign a transaction and recognize change outputs, or when it will be asked to confirm an address, it will not know how to generate that address. We basically have to say you are in this specific multisig with this other XPub. So we want to register it. So the command is LWK signer register multisig. We specify the name of the signer, so Jade, and the name of the wallet, so multi. So now you don't see it, but locally on my Jade, I have a register multisig request. It specifies the name, which is the same one that we registered, so multi. Specify this is a 2 of 2. It says the blinding key and the fingerprint of the first signer, other information such as the extended public key. The same for the second signer, and then it just asks me to confirm, which I just did. So now the Jade is aware of the multisig. Let's get an address for this wallet. WK wallet. The command, of course, is address, and we need to specify the wallet name. So we have an address here, and however, sometimes I want the address to be, I want to confirm the address on my device, on my sign-in device, and this can only be done, of course, if it's an hardware wallet. So we specify the signer. The signer is a Jade, so I can do that. If I do that, oops. Okay, move the cable too much and it unlocked. I'm unlocking the Jade again since I, oops, apologies. Let me try again because I set the pin incorrectly. Okay, let's try again. Okay, I'm locking the Jade. Okay, I'm verifying the address right now. Okay, I can do it again since it showed me the address on the Jade, and then it shows it on the CLI due to the way the CLI works. But this can be worked around in an easy way. Now I can check that the address is the same and confirm it. I can check that it ends with XG336, so it's correct. Cool. Let's get the balance. Okay, the balance it shows the asset ID in X format, but that is LBTC, and I know that, so I can specify it in this way. I can just have the tickers displayed over there. So I did things incorrectly, and this was is not funded. So I will fund it right now. And so let me grab the address again without confirming it again. I will display and send some funds. Okay, we'll use my mobile wallet, should be faster. I will send 10 milli liquid Bitcoin. Okay, transaction has been sent. So let me check the balance again. It will take a bit to update. Okay, now it has received the funds.